AMP2 Media is proud to announce our new scoring platform for reality shows, movies, and videos. We have the ability to highlight music according to what the eye sees on the screen. Our excellent mastery of music allows us into the deepest part of your film. Our different sounds allow your film work to come to life. For more information, call our studios at 866-224-5422 or visit our website at amp2.tv. Let AMP Media Productions bring your media to life.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Heartfelt Connections Club with me, Brielle. This is a show where we empower youth, unite communities, and give a voice to people who are really making a difference. Each episode we're highlighting the amazing work these groups do and showing you easy ways to jump in and get involved. Whether you're tuning in live or catching us on iHeartRadio, you're a part of a movement that's all about positive change. So let's dive in and make a difference together, one heartfelt connection at a time. Good evening, Heartfelt Connections crew. I'm Brielle, and I'm so excited to be with you tonight as we get ready for Memorial Day weekend. Whether you're counting down to the last days of school, or
WSFS 104.3 HD,
or just looking forward to some well-deserved rest, this is a special time to come together as a community and to remember what this holiday is truly about. Tonight, we're kicking off our show by reflecting on the meaning of service, both in honor of those who have served our country and in celebration of the many ways we can serve our communities right here in Palm Beach County. Let's start off by talking about Memorial Day itself. For many, this weekend is the unofficial start of summer, a time for barbecues, pool parties, and just a fun time with friends. But at its heart, Memorial Day is a day of remembrance. It's about a change to honor the men and women who have given their lives in service of our country. Their courage and sacrifice allow us to enjoy the freedoms we have today. In that spirit, I want to invite all of you to take a moment this weekend, maybe during a quiet morning walk or just before fireworks start, to take a moment to reflect on what service means to you. It might be the service of our military, but it can also be the everyday service of teachers, healthcare workers, first responders, and volunteers who make our community stronger. Speaking of service, let's talk about how you can give back as we head into the holiday weekend. Memorial Day is a great time to connect with local veteran organizations, visit memorial, or even just say thank you to a veteran or active duty service member for their sacrifice. But there are also plenty of other ways to serve right at home. Here are a few ideas for you. Volunteer at a veterans event. Many organizations host parades, picnics, or ceremonies to honor veterans and their families. These events often need volunteers to help with setup, registration, or just being there to show support. Check out the Palm Beach County Veterans Service website for more local opportunities. Support military families. Organizations like Operation Homefront and Blue Star Families provide support to military families year-round. You can volunteer to help with care packages, family events, or even just write letters of thanks to families who have loved ones serving overseas. Community cleanup. Memorial Day is also a great time to give back to our local parks and beaches. Join a beach cleanup event. or organize one with your friends. Not only will you be helping the environment, but you're also making our community a better place for everyone to enjoy. Honor local heroes. Take some time to visit a local memorial or cemetery. Bring flowers or small flags to place on a grave. It's a simple but powerful way to show respect and gratitude. And the most important, spread kindness. Sometimes the best way to serve is through a small, everyday act. Smile at a stranger, help a neighbor with their groceries, or just take a moment to listen to someone who might be feeling lonely. These big gestures can make a big difference. Now I want to share a quick story that really captures the spirit of service. Last year, a group of students from Jupiter High School organized a Letters of Gratitude campaign. They collected handwritten notes from students and community members, thanking veterans and active duty service members for their sacrifice. The letters were delivered to local VA hospitals and military bases, and the response was overwhelming. Many volunteers said it was the most meaningful gift they received in years. It just shows that even a simple act of kindness can have a huge impact. As we head into this weekend, I also want to remind each and every one of you that service isn't just about big gestures or grand events. It's about showing up, being present, and caring for the people around you. Whether you're volunteering at a formal event or just taking a few minutes to help a friend, you're making a difference. And here's something to think about. Memorial Day is a time to remember, but it's also a time to look forward. As we honor those who have served, we can also think about how we want to serve our community in the months ahead. What causes are you passionate about? What skills do you have that could help others? How can you make this summer one of the most growth, connection, and positive change? Before we move on to our next segment, I want to challenge each and every one of you to do one act of service this weekend, big or small. Maybe it's volunteering at a local event, writing a thank you note, or just taking a moment to reflect on what service means to you. Whether you choose, you know that your actions matter. All right, Heartfelt Connections crew, let's make this Memorial Day weekend one to remember, not just for the fun and relaxation, but for the kindness, gratitude, and service we bring to our community. Stay tuned, because next up we'll be talking to some local teens who are making a huge difference to honor Memorial Day and sharing their tips for getting involved. Don't go anywhere, we will be right back.
AMP Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Call me live in the studio at 888-994-4995, Studio A, or check us out online at heartfeltconnectionsclub.com. Welcome back, Heartfelt Connections crew. I'm Brielle, and in this segment, we're turning the spotlight onto some amazing local teens who are honoring service and leading the way in their communities as we head into Memorial Day weekend. Their stories are proof that you don't have to wait until your order to make a real impact. Everyone has something to give. First off, let's meet 16-year-old Emma Sanchez from West Palm Beach. Emma has always been inspired by her grandfather, a Vietnam War veteran, and she wanted to find a way to honor his service and the service of others. This spring, she started a project called Voices of Valor. Emma and a group of her friends interview veterans from their community, recording their stories and sharing them on a podcast and at local schools. Emma says, listening to these stories has made history come alive for me and my classmates. It's important to remember the real people behind the history books. Their podcast already has reached hundreds of listeners, and the group is planning a special Memorial Day episode featuring stories from local Gold Star families. Next up, we have 17-year-old Marcus Thompson from Boynton Beach, Florida. Marcus is passionate about supporting military families, especially those with loved ones who are deployed overseas. He started a club at his school called Operation Care Package. Every month, Marcus and his classmates collect donations and pack care packages with snacks, games, and handwritten letters for troops stationed abroad. Marcus told me, it's a small way to say thank you and remind them that we're thinking of them back home. Last month, they sent over 50 packages, and they're planning a special Memorial Day shipment with extra treats and notes of gratitude. Then we have 15-year-old Aisha Khan from Lake Worth. Aisha noticed that many veterans and seniors in her community were feeling isolated, especially after the pandemic. So she started a project called Buddy Up, pairing teens with veterans and seniors for weekly phone calls or video chats. Aisha says, it's not just about checking in, it's about building real friendships. I've learned so much from the veterans I've talked to, and I hope that they feel less alone because of our calls. The project has grown to include over 30 volunteers, and they're planning a special Memorial Day picnic to bring everyone together in person. Let's not forget about environmental service. 14-year-old Jake Rivera from Boca Raton is combining his love for the outdoors with his respect for veterans. Jake organized a Clean Up for Heroes event where volunteers pick up trash at local parks and beaches, and they dedicate their service to a veteran or active duty service member. Jake says, we're honoring their sacrifice by taking care of the places they fought to protect. The event has become so popular that Jake is planning to make a yearly tradition. What do all of these stories have in common? These are teens who saw a need in their community and decided to do something about it. They didn't wait for permission or for someone else to take lead. No, they got it started. And that's something every single one of us can do. If you're listening and wondering how can you get involved, here are a few ideas inspired by our local changemakers. Start small. You don't need to have a huge launch project to make a difference. Even a small act of kindness, like writing a thank you note to a veteran or helping a neighbor, can mean the world to somebody. Team up. Everything is more fun and effective with friends. Ask a few classmates or family members to join you in a service project. Use your skills. Are you good at writing or technology? Use those talents to create something special for veterans or just your community. Reach out to local organizations, libraries, veterans groups, and community centers are always looking for volunteers, especially around Memorial Day. Share your story. When you talk about your service, you inspire others to get involved too. And here's a special challenge for this Memorial Day weekend. Take a moment to honor service in your own way. Maybe it's attending a local ceremony, volunteering at a veterans event, or just taking a walk in the park and reflecting on what freedom truly means to you. However you choose to observe the holiday, remember that your actions, big or small, they matter. Before we wrap up this segment, I want to tell my own grandfather how proud I am of him for being a Vietnam veteran and protecting our country. Thank you, Grandpa Steven. Stick around because after the break, we'll be talking about some unique ways to serve this summer, including virtual opportunities for those who want to make a difference from home. Don't go anywhere, Heartfelt Connections. We'll be right back.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Call me live in the studio at 888-994-4995, Studio A, or check us out online at heartfeltconnectionsclub.com. Welcome back, Heartfelt Connections crew. I'm Brielle, and in this segment, we're diving into some exciting ways that you can make a difference this summer. Even if you're traveling, juggling a job, or just looking for flexible ways to give back, let's explore some virtual volunteering opportunities you might not have heard of before. With summer coming around the corner, it's a perfect time to think about how you can use your talents and interests to help others, no matter where you are. Virtual volunteering is all about making an impact from your home, your phone, or your laptop. And there's so many creative ways to get involved. First, let's talk about remote membership and career guidance. Did you know there are organizations that connect teens like you with younger students or peers who need advice, encouragement, or just someone to talk to? For example, I Could Be is an online mentoring program where you can help middle schoolers with everything from schoolwork to life skills, all through a secure chat platform. You don't need special training, just a willingness to listen and share your experiences. Another unique opportunity is virtual storytime or reading buddy programs. Many libraries and literacy organizations are looking for volunteers to read to kids online or record themselves reading their favorite books. You could help a child who's struggling with reading or bring a big smile to a kid's face with a fun story, all from your living room. Check with your local library or groups like Reading Partners to see if they offer virtual reading programs. If you're into writing or journalism, considering volunteering with the Book Industry Charitable Foundation, which sometimes needs help transcribing interviews or writing blogs for their outreach programs. Or you could volunteer with DoSomething.org, where you can join campaigns to write letters of encouragement to people in need, create social media content for causes you care about, or even help design digital posters and infographics. For those who love science or the environment, there are so many cool platforms like citizen science projects. You can help scientists by identifying animals in camera trap photos on wild Gorza, or track changes in the environment with NASA's Globe Observer. These projects let you contribute to real research, and you might even get your name on a scientific paper. If you're passionate about mental health and wellness, organizations like Crisis Text Line for those 18 and older and Active Minds offer virtual volunteering and advocacy opportunities. While some roles have age restrictions, many groups welcome teen volunteers to help with outreach, social media, and peer support programs. And here's a really fun one. Virtual event planning. Nonprofits often need help organizing online fundraisers, workshops, or even community events. If you're organized and creative, you could help design inventions, manage RSVPs, or even host a virtual game night or talent show to raise money for a cause for good. If you're not sure where to start, check out platforms like Catch a Fire, which matches volunteers with nonprofits based on their skills, everything from graphic design to social media management, or visit your favorite charity's website and see if they have a volunteer or get involved page with virtual options. Remember, virtual volunteering is all about using your unique skills and interests to make a difference, no matter where you are. Whether you're helping a younger student with homework, recording a story for a child, or contributing to real scientific research, your time and talent matter. Before we wrap up this segment, I want to remind each and every one of you, there is no such thing as small act of service. Every hour you give, every connection you make, every skill you share, it adds to a stronger, more compassionate community. Stay tuned because we are going to be right here after this short commercial break.
Hi, I'm David Vito Quaderno, the owner of Xavier Restaurant in Meisner Plaza, that is in front of Meisner Park. We're a Sicilian cuisine restaurant, so I'm Sicilian. I'm just arrived from Sicily. I live in Catania, the east coast of Sicily. We offer the traditional Sicilian cuisine with the traditional ingredients that I used to import from Sicily, from the cheese to the oregano to the anchovies and different kind of fish. This is a family business already from the 1897, so it's almost 130 years business, and we're offering here the best. This is the first restaurant in the United States, so I wait for you in Meisner Park to enjoy the best and the real Sicilian kitchen. Ask you to book your tables just to be sure that you will find a place for enjoy the real Sicilian kitchen. Thank you. For your reservation, you can call at 561-617-5424. We are open from Tuesday to Sunday from 4 to 9:30.
Call me live in the studio at 888-994-4995, Studio A, or check us out online at heartfeltconnectionsclub.com. Welcome back, Heartfelt Connections crew. We reached our final segment for tonight's show, and what a powerful journey it's been, from reflecting on the true meaning of Memorial Day to celebrating local teen changemakers to exploring fresh ways to give back, both in person and virtually. We've covered a lot of grounds. Now, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with some final reflections and a special challenge to carry through in the summer. Memorial Day is more than a long weekend or the unofficial skirt of summer. It's a time to pause and remember the incredible sacrifice of those who have served our country. But it's also a reminder that service comes in many forms, from the bravery of our military to the everyday kindness of teachers, healthcare workers, first responders, and yes, volunteers like you. As we've heard tonight, there are so many ways to make a difference, no matter your age, interest, or schedule. Whether you're volunteering at a veterans event, mentoring a younger student online, or spreading kindness in your neighborhood, your actions matter. Every day of service, big or small, creates a ripple effect. You can touch lives far beyond what you can imagine. I want to share a quick story for you guys that really sums up this idea. Last summer, a group of teens in Palm Beach County started a project called Messages of Hope. They wrote encouraging notes and left them in public places on park benches, at bus stops, even tucked into library books. At first, it seemed like a small gesture, but soon, people started sharing photos of the notes on social media, talking about how finding one brightened their day. Some even started writing their own notes to pass along. What began as a simple idea became a movement of kindness that spread throughout the community. That's the power of service. It's not about how much you do it, but about the heart you put into it. And as we head into summer, I want to challenge each and every one of you to keep the spirit alive. Here's your heartfelt challenge. Choose a cause. Think about what matters to you. Is it supporting veterans, helping the environment, mentoring younger students? Choose something that sparks your personal passion. Set a goal. Decide on one thing you want to accomplish this summer. It could be volunteering a certain amount of hours, organizing a small event, or even just committing to a weekly act of kindness. Get creative. Remember, volunteering isn't one size fits all. Maybe you want to start a neighborhood book exchange, teach a skill to a younger sibling, or run a virtual fundraiser for a cause you care about. The sky is the limit. Share your story. As you take on your challenge, share your progress with us. Post photos, write about your experience, or send us a voice memo. Use hashtag HeartfeltSummer so we can celebrate your efforts and inspire others to join in. At the end of summer, we'll feature some of your stories right here on the show. You could be the inspiration someone else needs to get started. Before we close, I want to remind you that service is as much about personal growth as it's about helping others. You'll learn new skills, meet new people, and discover strengths you didn't even know you had. You might even find a new direction for your future. And along the way, you'll be making memories and connections that last a lifetime. If you're feeling nervous about starting something new, remember, you're not alone. Reach out to friends, family, or local organizations for support. And if you ever need ideas or encouragement, you know where to find us. Just visit our Heartfelt Connections website or message us on social media. As we say goodbye tonight, I want to thank each and every one of you for being part of this community. Whether you volunteered for years or just thinking about taking your first step, you are the heartbeat of Heartfelt Connections. Together, we're building a kinder, more compassionate Palm Beach County. One action, one person, one day at a time. So, keep those hearts open and those helping hands ready. And that spirit of service alive all summer long. I can't wait to see what you accomplish. This is Brielle signing off tonight. Have a safe and meaningful Memorial Day weekend. And remember, every connection counts. Good night, everyone. And that's a wrap for today's episode of Heartfelt Connections Club with me, Brielle. Remember, even the smallest act of service can make a big impact, and it all starts with you. Whether you want to volunteer, support a nonprofit, or just share your story, we're here to help amplify your voice. Don't forget to tune in next time. Until then, keep on spreading good vibes and making a difference. One heartfelt connection at a time.